All right, way we go. We got a hard day for you today. We have 9. Oh my. Yes, 9. Well, you did it before. You did it before in section 1. So we have another hard one. So basically, how do we do 9? It's way too many. Well, one way that I do it, and I think it works very, very well, is to do 1 through 5. And notice how and then 5, and then Xenon through Syrian. So again, you use Xenon at 54 as your fulcrum, if you will. It's your fulcrum. So you learn 1 through 5, and let's go through them first, okay? 50 is 10. Antimony, number 51. Number 52 is tellurium. Number 53 is iodine. Number 54 is xenon. Number 55 is cesium. Number 56 is barium. Number 57 is lanthanum. And then number 58 is cerium. Now, what you want to do is just focus on learning the first 5. And the fulcrum, again, is xenon. What do I mean by fulcrum? Fulcrum means it's the middle point. Okay? So if I know that xenon is the middle point, I'm just going to memorize 1 through 5. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, and xenon, right? So I'm going to memorize that. And then I'm going to start here because it's the fulcrum. I'm going to use it as the first one in the next one. Xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium separately. So it is a long one, but we've done this before, all right? So now I've used xenon in both. It's the last one in the first string, and it's the first one in the second time I do it. So now I simply add those together. And again, it's more work. Yesterday we had 3. Today we have 9. But you can do it. And again, you're kind of just breaking it up a little bit. It makes it easier. But by the end of the day, of course, it's all going to be fluid. And you're going to have number 50 is 10. Number 51 is antimony. Number 52 is tellurium. 53 is what? Iodine. Number 54 is xenon. 55 is cesium, barium, lanthanum, and cerium. Again, 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. Is it a harder day today? Guess what? Sometimes the challenge makes it so much more rewarding, doesn't it? Now, you need the easier days, sure, but when you have the challenging ones, that's where you get really real improvement. You get real improvement. And part of the way that I did this program was to make it challenging. Oh, isn't it challenging enough, 1 through 118? Well, you know what? Let's make it even more challenging so that you can get that feeling that you really worked hard. Today's a hard day. I will guarantee you that. There's no doubt about that. But let's work extra hard today and get moving and get this memorized. Again, 51, 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon. Xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. Xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. Xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. Let's put them together. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. 10, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. Now I went a little bit faster there than I normally go because I think you're starting to get accustomed to it. And when you do this, like I just did, and just stop. Let's say an hour after you watch this lesson, you do exactly what I just did for the same amount of time and stop. This is kind of what I'm talking about. And then 3 hours from now, do that again. So the traditional mode of sitting like this for hours, if you tried to do this for hours, it would wear your mind out. This is hard work. So give your mind a rest in between. Give your mind a rest and then start up again. And again, you'll have a flashcard, so you can even be outside, you can be engaged in another activity where you're just taking a break. And even if you had 2 minutes to do this, it's building your memory. Okay, so good, let's integrate. And we're gonna integrate from 42 up through 58. So, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silver, cadmium, indium, tin, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium. So you should have these two strings already quite well memorized. This one and this one here, 1 and 2 of section 2. Now this third one is going to take some work, but remember, even though this takes work, to integrate it with what you've already learned. And that'll do it for the lesson, this lesson, and I'm excited about the next lesson.